Imagine going to sleep for half a year without food, without water, and without moving a muscle. Sounds impossible, right? But bears do it, every single year. As the cold months creep in, bears pull off one of the most extreme survival strategies in the animal kingdom. But here's the shocking part. They don't just survive, they thrive. While we panic after skipping a single meal, bears go nearly 200 days without a bite. No deliveries, no hidden food stash. Just pure biological mastery, and the way they do it challenges everything we thought we knew about metabolism. What if I told you your body has the potential to do the same? You're about to see just how far nature can push the limits. Before bears hibernate, their bodies undergo a transformation so dramatic, it could be mistaken for science fiction. In the weeks before winter hits, they enter a state called hyperphagia. During this time, food becomes their obsession. Bears can eat up to 20,000 calories a day, more than what a professional athlete consumes. They gorge on berries, fish, insects, and anything remotely edible. But it's not just about getting fats, it's about crafting the perfect survival formula. Every calorie is carefully stored in the form of fat, but not all fat is equal. Bears build good fat, the kind that fuels months of deep sleep without harming their organs. The tension builds as the clock ticks toward winter. One missed meal, one failed hunt, and the whole strategy collapses. But here's where it gets insane. Bears don't drink water during hibernation. Think about that. For 6 months, no hydration enters their system. Yet somehow, they don't get dehydrated. Their bodies recycle fluids in a way humans can't even dream of. Waste products that should poison them are instead broken down and reused. It's like having an internal water filtration system built into every cell. If this ability existed in humans, we could survive natural disasters with no water access for weeks. So how do bears do this without shutting down? That's the biological mystery scientists are still scrambling to unlock. Now, picture this. Your muscles shrink after just a week in bed. But bears, they emerge from hibernation with muscle strength nearly intact. In fact, some even wake up stronger. The secret lies in their unique protein balance. During hibernation, bears recycle their own urea waste, product hand converted into proteins that maintain muscle mass. It's like being on a protein shake diet for half a year without eating or drinking. Human astronauts lose muscle and bone density in space. Bears defy that same force here on Earth. If we could harness this, hospital recovery would never be the same. But the margin for error is razor thin. One imbalance, and it's game over. Temperature is another factor. Most animals need to keep warm to survive. But hibernating bears actually cool down. Their body temperature drops by about 12 degrees Fahrenheit. This slows their heart rate to just 8 beats per minute. Let that sink in. Your normal heart rate is 60 to 100 BPM. A bear survives on a heartbeat every 7 seconds. Yet they don't freeze. They don't suffer brain damage. Their organs continue functioning with uncanny precision. It's like their bodies become living time machines, slowing everything to a crawl without stopping completely. The balance is hauntingly delicate. Just a few degrees to low and death comes knocking. You might be wondering, can bears wake up mid-hibernation? The answer is yes, and it's terrifying. Bears remain semi-conscious through their slumber. They can respond to danger, threats, or environmental shifts. Imagine being half asleep but ready to fight at a moment's notice. That's the level of control they maintain. It's not just deep sleep. It's a controlled state of suspended animation. One wrong move from a predator or an avalanche, and the bear snaps awake, ready to defend. It's nature's version of a security system wired into the nervous system. But not all bears hibernate the same way. Grizzlies, black bears, and polar bears all have different styles of winter sleep. Polar bears, for instance, are the only bears where only the females hibernate. They do it while pregnant. That's right. Polar bear moms go months without food and give birth during that time. They rely solely on stored fat to grow new life. No prenatal vitamins, no hospitals. Just instinct and biology. It's a level of resilience that borders on the supernatural. Now here's where it gets brutal. If the bear doesn't store enough fat, it won't make it through winter. Simple as that. There are no second chances. A miscalculation in calorie intake could mean death by starvation while asleep. Their body consumes itself slowly, hoping to last until spring. It's a gamble with life itself. Nature shows no mercy. Spring comes late, or the bear awakens too early with no food nearby. It's a race against time, and often they lose. Even their dens aren't always safe. Avalanches, floods, or predators can break in mid-hibernation. Imagine being helpless, half-conscious, and trapped. Bears have to dig dens in just the right places, deep enough to stay warm, high enough to avoid flooding. One wrong location, and 6 months of planning is wiped out. And yet, with no GPS, no maps, bears make these life or death decisions based purely on instinct. The margin of error is razor thin, another shocking fact. Bears don't defecate during hibernation. For 6 months, there's zero waste. Instead, they form something called a fecal plug. Yes, it's real. A dense, hardened mass that forms in the colon to prevent any waste from exiting the body. When spring arrives, this plug is expelled as one of the first acts after waking. It sounds disgusting, but it's a vital part of their survival. Without this biological plug, infection or dehydration could end them in their sleep. The cubs of hibernating bears are born blind, hairless, and completely vulnerable. And yet in the pitch black of a snowy den, mothers nurture them while remaining mostly asleep. They nurse, shift positions, and protect their young without fully waking. It's a feat of multitasking, unlike anything in the animal world. Mother bears don't eat, drink, or move for the entire time they're caring for these newborns. It's the ultimate sacrifice. What happens when spring arrives? It's not a gentle wake-up. The bear's body must reboot. Organs ramp up. Muscles twitch back to life. Digestion restarts after months of dormancy. The tension is palpable. Will their body respond? Will they find food in time? The first few days are critical. Weak bears often collapse before they can hunt. Others go straight to rivers or forests, risking predators just to survive. Even after waking, the bear doesn't go back to normal instantly. Her metabolism takes days to stabilize. Too much food too fast could kill them, so they forage carefully, testing small meals. Berries, roots, maybe a carcass if they're lucky, so their body is fragile, like glass just out of the freezer. One wrong move, and it could shatter. They must rebuild their strength from zero. Hibernation isn't about sleeping, it's about controlled death. A state that mimics death so closely only the faintest flicker of life remains. Heart slowed, blood thickened, body cold. And yet life lingers. Bears exist in a limbo that borders both worlds, life and death, without tipping into either. It's a terrifying balance. Why don't humans hibernate? The truth is, our biology isn't that far off. We share many genes with bears. Scientists are now studying hibernation for breakthroughs in medicine. Imagine putting trauma patients into a state of suspended metabolism to buy them time, or astronauts hibernating on their way to Mars. The possibilities are endless, and it all started with bears. Bears are not lazy creatures. Hibernation isn't an escape, it's survival under extreme pressure. Every choice they make from summer to fall is a step toward or away from death. There's no room for error. Their success hinges on ancient instincts passed down over generations. If one link in the chain breaks, their entire survival plan collapses. And while they sleep, the world continues around them. Prey runs freely. Rivals steal territory. Climate change threatens the timing of their wake-up call. Bears can't adjust on a dime. If they wake up and spring hasn't arrived, or if it arrived too early, they face an environment that no longer fits the script. Written into their DNA, the tension between ancient rhythms and modern chaos is rising. Still, bears persist, year after year, den after den. They rise from death's door and walk again into the forest like nothing happened. But inside, their bodies are living proof of nature's most miraculous strategy. Everything about them is a ticking biological marvel. From the first fat-storing feast to the final breath of spring, bears gamble with survival like no other animal. So the next time you hear the word hibernation, don't think of rest. Think of sacrifice. Strategy, science fiction turned reality. Bears are not asleep. They're enduring a self-imposed trial that would kill almost any other creature. And yet, they emerge stronger. It's a masterclass in resilience few of us could ever comprehend. And as the snow melts and the forest stirs, the bear steps out, emaciated, exhausted, but alive. Its journey through silence, starvation, and stillness ends with a single breath of spring air. But the question remains, how much longer can they keep winning this war against time, climate, and biology? Because while bears have adapted for thousands of years, the world is changing faster than ever. Nature never promised a happy ending.